Hey, boys and girls, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a great day. Um, Yesterday, we were talking about ladybugs. We learned all about ladybugs, and some of you actually drew some ladybugs. Carson drew an awesome picture of a ladybug, so that was great, and sent it to me. Um, and a lot of you guys drew the caterpillars in the cup. And Felicity, who else? Let's see, Felicity, Jackson drew so his caterpillars. Jake, you drew yours. Oscar. So yeah, so a lot of you guys drew the caterpillars. Dylan drew hers. So that's great. Sophia drew caterpillars and then drew a picture of me and Miss Michelle as well. So that was awesome. So you boys and girls did a great job. If you didn't draw the caterpillars, or if you want to draw ladybugs as well, you guys still can do that and then send it in to me so I can see them. I'll probably end up printing out pictures as well so I can show everybody your guys' drawings and stuff too. So that'll be awesome. Um, Today we are going to take a little turn, okay? So we learned about ladybugs yesterday. Today we're going to start our planting, okay? We're going to start learning about planting, okay? Because remember, this month we're doing insects. We're talking about insects, and we are also talking about planting, okay? So today we're going to actually be talking about planting, okay? But before we get started, we're going to sing a song. You guys know every morning we sing a song first, or every start of the video we sing a song first. So today we're going to sing, since we learned about ladybugs yesterday, we're going to sing Ladybug by Frank Lido. Okay, and if you guys remember, okay, get your ladybug and we're going to do the hand gestures and the ladybug's going to crawl wherever Frank Lido tells us the ladybug to crawl, okay? All right, so let's get ready for that song. Ladybug, 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 landed on my thumb, crawled onto my wrist, crawled onto my wrist, crawled up to my elbow, and crawled up to my elbow. Ladybug, 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 crawled up my arm, crawled up my arm, and then she flew away, and she flew away. Ladybug, 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 landed on my toe, landed on my toe, crawled onto my ankle, crawled onto my ankle, crawled up to my knee, and crawled up to my knee. Ladybug, 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 crawled up my leg, crawled up my leg, she flew away, and then she flew away. Pet your ladybug, ladybug, oh ladybug, oh won't you be my friend? Oh ladybug, won't you come and visit me again? Won't you come and visit me again? Ladybug, ladybug, landed on my head, landed on my head, crawled onto my nose, crawled onto my nose, and over to my ear, and over to my ear. Ladybug, ladybug, crawled on my neck, and then she flew away, and then she flew away. Oh ladybug, oh won't you be my friend? Oh ladybug, won't you come and visit me again? Won't you come and visit me again? Awesome job, boys and girls. I hope everybody had a great time doing that song. So yeah, the ladybug song. So we learned about ladybugs yesterday, and like I said, today we're going to talk about planting, okay? But in the meantime, I want to actually go back to our KWL chart, okay? And some of you boys and girls had questions about the ladybugs on our KWL chart. And so we learned about caterpillars and we answered the questions on the KWL chart. So now we learned about ladybugs, so now we're going to answer those questions, okay? So, Miss Ellie wanted to know about ladybugs. She didn't have a question, she just wanted to know anything about ladybugs, okay? So, again, we learned about ladybugs, and ladybugs go through a life cycle just like caterpillars and butterflies, okay? And the process, let's see here. My son is going to give me the life cycle of the ladybug here, so I can show you guys again, so we can look at it one more time. Thank you, sir. All right, so the process is eggs, and then out hatches the larva. Remember, it doesn't look like a ladybug. And then it turns into the pupa. And then from there, it hatches and it becomes a ladybug, okay? So that's the process. And remember, the eggs, at first they're yellow and then they turn white when they're ready to hatch, okay? And remember, the larvae, they look like little tiny black alligators. They're long like alligators, okay? They're not round. Ladybugs are usually round, okay? And remember, the pupa, it breaks open, it becomes hard, and then it breaks open and it becomes a ladybug. And the ladybug at first, remember, you can't see the spots at first, and sometimes they turn out yellow. And then as it gets older, the body starts, the shell starts getting harder, and then the spots start showing up, okay? So we learned about that. We also learned about their colors. What about the ladybug's colors? What do the ladybug's colors tell the predators? Do you boys and girls remember? So the colors tell the predators that they're either poisonous and they can taste bad, so don't eat me, okay? So it uses it as protection, okay? Also, remember, ladybugs have two sets of wings, okay? The hard wings on the outside, and then on the inside, the soft wings, and that's what they fly with, okay? We also learned that ladybugs, they use their antenna to taste and to smell, okay? Felicity wanted to know, what do ladybugs eat? Dylan wanted to know, what do ladybugs eat and where do they live? And Alexandria Branson wanted to know, what are aphids? So, what do ladybugs eat? Aphids. Ladybugs eat aphids, and aphids are little insects, and remember, they're very harmful to plants because they eat our garden and they eat our plants and they destroy it. So ladybugs are very helpful. So they eat aphids, okay? And ladybugs, you can find them in bushes, in trees, in fields, in gardens, okay? So ladybugs, again, are very, very helpful animals, okay? Oscar wanted to know, do some bugs hibernate? And we answered that question. Yes, some bugs hibernate during winter, and ladybugs are one of the bugs that hibernate in winter. So when it gets cold, so that's different, because remember, the butterflies, when it gets cold, they leave, they migrate. Ladybugs, when it gets cold, they just go and they find a place, and then they stay and they sleep and they hibernate until all the cold is gone, and then they wake up. So those were the things that people wanted to know, and that's what we learned about them. So great job, boys and girls. So today we're going to start talking about planting, okay? So planting, what do you boys and girls know about planting, okay? What do plants need to grow? What do plants need to grow? Okay, so plants need sun. So they need sun. They need soil. So they need, to be in the ground. They need water. And they need lots of love. That's the most important part, is the love, okay? Because you need to take good care of your plants, okay? If you take good care of your plants and take good care of them and water them and take good care of them, they're going to grow. And love your plants, they're going to grow, and they're going to be nice and healthy plants, okay? So that's what plants need, okay? They need sun, they need soil, they need water, and they need some love, okay? And I think you boys and girls can do all of those things for your plants, okay? Now, parts of the plant. So the plant has many different parts, okay? But we're going to talk about a couple of parts of the plant right now, okay? So, I have a picture here, okay? This right here are the parts of the plants. So, here's the ground. You can zoom in a little bit, buddy. Here's the ground, and underneath the ground are these parts of the plant, okay? These are the roots, okay? These are the roots, okay? And the root's job is it holds the flower into the ground, and it also pulls the water up, and that's what feeds the plant, okay? So when we water the plant, we have to wet the ground, okay? And then the water goes into the ground, and the roots are like straws, okay? They suck up the water, they suck up the nutrients, and they deliver it up to the next part of the plant, which is the stem of the plant, okay? Now the stem of the plant is the part that it supports the flower, okay? So it's like our bones, okay? Everybody has bones in their bodies. What would happen if we didn't have bones in our bodies, boys and girls? We would just be like a mush, a puddle of jelly, okay? I would just be a puddle laying here, a puddle of Mr. Roberto, okay? So the bones keep our body up and they support us, okay? So the stem supports the plant, okay? Because if there was no stem, the plant would fall over, okay? So the stem is a very important part, okay? That's a part of the plant that, like I say, it holds the plant up. And it also, the roots come up and it carries the nutrients to the stem, okay? The next part of the plant is the leaves, okay? The leaves. Where are the leaves? There's the leaves right there, okay? The leaves, okay? And the leaves, they use the sunlight to make energy and to make food for the plants, okay? And I actually have, I'm going to put this to the side real quick, and I'm going to get this right here, because we've been talking about life cycles, okay? The life cycle of a butterfly, the life cycle of a caterpillar. Did you boys and girls know that plants have life cycles too, okay? And this right here is the life cycle of a bean plant, okay? A bean plant. And this is very important because we'll talk about that in a little bit. So first, we start off with a seed, okay? That's the first part, is a seed, okay? Then, of course, we plant the seed, and when we plant the seed, we put it into the ground and we start watering it, okay? And then it starts to sprout, okay? So it starts to grow. The seed opens up and the plant starts to sprout, okay? After it sprouts, then it starts getting bigger and it becomes an adult plant, okay? Then, after the adult plant comes, then flowers start to form, okay? And that's this part right here. So flowers form. Now, if it's a vegetable plant, okay, then the vegetables will come out of the flowers, okay? So this is a bean plant. So there's the flower, and then the fruit comes out, the fruit or the vegetable, which is the bean. And there's the bean pod there, and then the seed comes, and then it starts all over again. Okay, so we have seed, then it starts to sprout, and then we have an adult plant. The flowers start to grow on it, and then from there the flowers grow, and then the fruit, or if it's a vegetable, they start to form, and then that's how we get beans or carrots, any other vegetable that we grow, okay? So that's the life cycle of a bean plant, or really any plant, okay? So next up, okay, we were talking about the leaves, okay? And then again, here we go. So we got leaves, and then another part of the plant is the flowers. So again, once the flowers start to form, that's when you're going to get your fruit or your vegetable, okay? And that's where it grows from. Cucumbers, tomatoes, okay? Any of you boys and girls have tomato plants maybe at home? And you see the tomato plants start growing little yellow flowers. And that's where the tomatoes will start growing, okay? So those are the parts of a flower, of a plant, okay? We have the roots, we have the stem, we have the leaves, and we have the flowers. Okay? So those are all parts of the flower. Awesome. Okay? So, I have a book. This is going to be just a real quick short video, okay? I have a book that I want to read you, boys and girls, and this is a very, very old book. It was written a while back, but it's a very, very good book, and it sort of talks about having patience, okay? We have to have patience when we're growing things. You have to give it lots of love, and you have to be very patient, okay? Because when we plant anything, it doesn't grow right away. Okay, just like our caterpillars, we're patiently waiting for them to turn into butterflies. Okay, we have to be very patient, okay, and not get frustrated when things don't grow. Okay, this book is called The Carrot Seed. Okay, this book is called The Carrot Seed, and it was written by Ruth Krauss. Okay, she wrote the book. She is the author. Okay, and the illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, his name is Crockett Johnson. Okay. So we're going to read this book here. This book is called The Carrot Seed, okay? It's a real short book, but it's a real nice book. I really like it, okay? The Carrot Seed. The Carrot Seed. A little boy planted a carrot seed. Look, he dug his hole. He's putting the carrot seed in there. His mother said, "I'm afraid it won't come up." She doesn't think it's going to grow. His father said, "I'm afraid it won't come up." His dad doesn't think it's going to grow either. And his big brother said, "It won't come up." Oh no, everybody thinks it's not going to grow. But every day, the little boy pulled up the weeds around the seed and sprinkled the ground with water. But nothing came up. Oh no. See what happens. And nothing came up. Oh man, what's going to happen? Everyone kept saying it wouldn't come up. But he still pulled the weeds around it every day and sprinkled the ground with water. He's not giving up. He's not giving up. That's awesome. And then, one day, a carrot came up. Awesome. Just as the little boy knew that it would. Look at that big carrot he got. The end. So that's awesome. That story shows a lot of patience, and it also tells you, boys and girls, you know, some people will tell you that you can't do something, or don't even try. Just leave it alone. Don't even try. But if you boys and girls believe that something will happen, if you guys, boys and girls, believe in yourselves, if you boys and girls, whatever you do, if you just try your best and do 100% on it, good things will happen. Okay, the little boy planted that carrot seed, and he had people telling him, it's not going to grow, it's not going to grow. And he could have just said, you know what, they're right. They're right, it's not going to grow. So I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not even going to try anymore. And he could have done that, but no, the little boy was like, no, I believe it's going to grow. I know it's going to grow, and I'm going to love this plant. I'm going to love these carrots, and I'm going to pour water on it every day and take care of it. I'm going to pull those weeds away from it every day. And look what happened. The carrot eventually grew. Okay, so always do your best, always try your hardest. When people tell you that you can't do things, just keep trying and believe that good things will happen and good things will happen for you boys and girls, okay? I love that book. It's such a great message. Yeah, so I hope you boys and girls enjoyed that book, okay? So now our activity for today, I am actually going to have my son, my other son go and, can you go with that for me? Okay. So our activity for today, you boys and girls, we are going to grow a bean in a bag, okay? We are going to grow a bean in a bag, okay? So, this is what you need. You need a bag, Ziploc baggie. You need some beans. This is a lot of beans. You don't need to use all these beans. Maybe put like 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 beans. Okay, but you need some beans, a Ziploc bag, and some paper towels. Okay, some paper towels. And my son is bringing me the paper towels now. Okay, awesome. So what you're going to do is, first thing you want to do is you want to wet the paper towel. Okay, see it's still a little bit dripping. Okay, still a little dripping. That's all right. You did a good job. Woo, look at that. All right, so the first thing you want to do is wet the paper towel, okay? Then, after you wet it, you want to fold it. And your parents can help you with this, okay? You want to fold it, okay? Now, when you fold it, you're going to get your baggie. Oops. You are going to get your baggie, and you're going to put it in your bag. Okay? Actually, I might even leave it open. I think I'm going to leave it open. Okay, because it'll fit perfectly in, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that fits perfectly. Awesome. Okay, you're going to put your wet paper towel in the bag, like so, okay? Next, you want to get some beans, okay? And like I said, I'm going to put 4 beans. You boys and girls can put however many you like. Definitely don't put all these beans, okay? But I'm going to put 5. I just pulled out 5 beans, okay? I got 5 beans, okay? And I'm going to put them here. Spread them out a little bit. Okay. Spread them out a little bit. And I'm going to put them here in the bag, okay? Now I'm going to zip it up. I'll show you right now to the camera in just a minute. Okay. Then I zipped it up. You see them? So there's the beans, okay? I zipped it up, took all the air out of it, and I zipped it up. Okay, next, what you boys and girls are going to do after you do that is you are going to get some tape and have your parents help you. You're going to get tape, and you're going to tape it to a window seal, okay? You got to find a window in your house that gets a lot of sunlight, okay? And you're going to tape it to the window seal, okay? Because what did we say what do we say plants need? Okay, they need sun. So you're going to tape it to a window seal so that way the sun hits it, okay? And these beans are going to start to sprout and they're going to get little roots, okay? It'll take a couple of days, okay? But I want you boys and girls to do this. And again, we're going to document this by drawing pictures, okay? So once you're done with this, I want you to draw a picture of this. And you can even tell your parents what it is so they can write down, okay? But I want you to draw a picture of this. What did you do here, okay? Then you're going to watch it every day. You're going to tape it to the window seal, and you're going to watch it every day. And once it starts growing, once they start sprouting, you're going to draw the picture next of how it looks sprouting. And then you're going to send me all these pictures in. And finally, once it comes out enough, and your parents will help you determine it, but once it's ready, you guys can take it out and you guys can transplant it. Okay, so you guys can put it in some soil. Okay, so it can start growing even better. Okay, but that's our activity for today. It's bean in a bag. Okay, so we're gonna actually watch how the roots grow, and we're gonna watch a bean sprout. Okay, so again, that's just a nice little short video there. We will do another video tomorrow. And I hope you boys and girls have a great rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow. If you still want to send in your pictures of, if you haven't drawn the caterpillar cup, do that. And also, if you want to just draw a ladybug too, you guys can do that too and send me the pictures of it, okay? And don't forget to do your bean in a bag and send me pictures of that as well, okay, boys and girls? I will see everybody tomorrow. Bye.